Hello, my friends. I'm Bee, and this is Bee's Intuition. And today we're going to do a love reading. Just a basic love reading. We're going to see what comes out for love. Okay, let's dive right into it. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for the collective in terms of love? Ooh. Oh, okay, Spirit. I don't know what you meant by that. Okay, let me just show you. Okay. The devil card came out, so we're definitely gonna clarify that. See what's going on with that, because if that's the type of love that the collective is attracting during this time, I don't know how to feel about that personally. Okay, I'm gonna keep going and see what else comes out before I concretely start to clarify. What else, please and thank you, Spirit, for the collective in terms of love? Love you, love, love, love. Love a dove. Love a wubba. Wubba lover. Okay. What do we got for the collective in terms of love? Please and thank you. Okay, maybe they. Oh. Let's see now. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles as well. That came out with the Devil card. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Father of Cups, otherwise known as the King of Cups, which I saw in the other deck as I was shuffling. So I think that's going to be a significant person in the reading, I believe. But anyways, and let me just like sort of summarize these. The Devil card usually represents toxicities, especially when it comes to relationships. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. It could also be talking about a Capricorn. It doesn't have to be toxic. It could just be the sign of Capricorn. Somebody that's in that sign coming towards you. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely clarify that a little bit because I don't know how I feel about that. Oh God. Especially in terms of love. But anyways, the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card about patience, growing things over time. Okay. So please clarify that Devil card for me, please, and thank you, Spirit. Can you clarify that Devil card? What do you mean by that for the collective in terms of love? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by the Devil card coming out like that? What do you mean? Okay. Oh my. Ooh. Okay. This is nice. Okay. Three of Pentacles working together, building something. The Magician card, manifesting. Queen of Pentacles, somebody that's loving, caring, and giving. Very grounded. Ten of Cups. So. Done? Okay. Okay. That's like all positive cards to clarify the Devil cards. So that is interesting to me. So this could very well just be indicating a Capricorn. Although it does seem like Pentacles are prevalent, so it could be indicating an earth sign in general. So earth signs are Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So it could be indicating any of those, I think. So there's like this working together, building something here. And somebody that really wants this, wants to manifest this, feels like some sort of divine guidance towards this connection here. I have a feeling that they see you as this Queen of Pentacles. You're very friendly, very open, very kind, giving. Probably connected to nature and animals. You're seen as a very kind, down-to-earth person, chill. I kind of get like a vibe with the Queen of Pentacles, kind of minds their own business. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you're the type of person to be in people's faces and stuff or show off or whatever. I think you have like this subdued appeal, if that makes any sense, where it's like, I don't know. I don't even know quite what I'm saying, but it's just this feeling I'm getting. It's like you have this this quiet, okay, I'll say that. You have this quiet, like, attractiveness is what I'm getting. It's like you're kind of like, you mind your own business, you kind of do your own thing, but people still like are super attracted to you. People are still drawn to you. But I don't think you're like a show off. I don't think that you're like trying to be super attractive. I think you just naturally are. And I think as a result of that, probably many people see you as like a wish fulfillment, like happily ever after. So somebody really wants this happily ever after with you. So I'm also getting that maybe this is just a person that is like borderline obsessed with you. But it seems like positive cards that are clarifying. So it's like maybe it's not quite toxic. Well, let's continue with the reading, and I think we'll cycle back to that, I think, because I want to get some more details on that. Okay, so let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles, please and thank you. Also, before I clarify the Seven of Pentacles, I'll show you what's at the bottom of the deck. It's the Queen of Swords. Okay, so I'm getting, you're probably a person that has like strong boundaries. You're maybe even very truthful, clear communication sort of thing. So you might be slightly intimidating to people that want to come towards you, but that's okay. Doesn't seem like you're aggressive, doesn't seem like you're like unfeeling, especially because we had that Queen of Pentacles earlier. So I don't think that it's a bad thing to be those things. I think it's just an energy that you embody during this time. Okay, I'm getting the word no nonsense, so maybe that's kind of what era you're in right now, is like, you know, no nonsense era. You know, you're not going to accept anything that's games and you know, trying to figure out what is on people's mind. I feel like you just kind of want to get straight to the point. Anyways, so let's clarify that Seven of Pentacles, please and thank you. For the collective in terms of love, what is the Seven of Pentacles all about? Oh my. Okay, let me just show you what came out. So, first card came out to clarify that Seven of Pentacles is the Five of Wands. Which I kind of am taking that as like competition. It's sort of the energy I'm getting with that one. Could have to do with like passionate conflict, even within oneself. But I'm almost getting, because competition is also a part of that. So it's like, I think maybe even okay, so with the Five of Wands, I'm getting like more of a competitive energy. So it's kind of making me think that people are competing for your attention during this time. And so I think that anybody that's coming towards you feels the need that to come towards you slowly, or maybe build something over time. There's like something about something taking time here. Okay, let me just show you what else came out before I show you what's on the bottom of the deck. So the Lovers card came out. Okay. The King of Swords. I cannot get rid of this guy. Who is this guy? King of Swords. All of my collective readings, this guy has been popping out like crazy. What do you mean? Okay, anyway. Justice card as well. And then the bottom of the deck energy. Drumroll, please. Okay. Seven of Pentacles, because of course Spirit loves to remind us of other cards that are already on the table, because all of this is clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. So Spirit thought like, oh, let me just show you the Seven of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck, because that's the energy. Double confirmation. Yeah, so something is definitely going to take some time. Something is going to require patience. Let's see now. Oh, I'm getting such a strange energy looking at the King of Swords in relation to the Justice card, because I feel like this King of Swords has a message for you that is going to bring about a strong sense of justice. They're both holding their swords up. as if they have something to tell you, as if they have something to communicate. They want to get your attention in some way. There's a balancing of the scales here. And it's interesting too, this like combination between the like Five of Wands and the Lovers card, because it's almost like saying to me, like, somebody wants you to choose them over your other options. That's an aspect of it. But I'm also getting like, there's like divine guidance that's also a part of that. And I'm also kind of, because like on the Seven of Pentacles here, it kind of looks like, you know, I can kind of imagine these pentacles as being almost like steps, you know, going upwards. And so it's like, maybe this person who's coming towards you is like trying to take one step at a time. Yeah, slow but steady kind of attitude, ultimately moving forward in a positive way, but it could take time. So, and also I'm getting another message with this one too, because it's like, I feel like this person sees that you have like a bunch of competition when in terms of people that are trying to get your favor or whatever. But it's almost like, I feel like that is what they see and that's psyching them out, but then this is what they feel, the Lovers card. It's like divine attraction, divine connection with somebody. So it's almost like this person could even be psyching themselves out, being like, oh, that person, you know, has a billion people after them, like, why should I even bother? But it's like they know that regardless of that they, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like, yeah, because like with the Lovers card, there's like this divine aspect to it, right? And so it's almost like, why is the universe pulling me towards this person when I feel like I have no chance with them? And it's like, they still got to be brave and they still got to come forward with this communication, because things will never become balanced if they don't. There's some sort of information, truth, communication that needs to come to light in order for the scales to balance in regards to this connection here. Yeah, and looking at the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck again, this guy has like a, I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but he kind of has like a sad looking face, like he's disappointed, right? And so, and he's looking down up at his like harvest here that's not quite ready, so he's kind of like, you know, geez, when will this ever be ready or whatever. And like, it's almost like I'm applying this to a relationship sort of mindset where it's like, when will I get my chance? When will this work out? And they're kind of like looking outside of themselves and they're seeing that there's competition. So it's like, do I even stand a chance? Like, it seems like this person doubts themselves a lot. Okay. I'm almost getting this as two separate people. Yeah. Okay, so it's like I'm feeling this double person is different than this King of Swords person. But both of these people want you, want to work with you, want to build something with you, this person wants to communicate, the other person wants their happily ever after, you know? I am going to see what else comes out with my first deck. Okay, please and thank you. Ooh, interesting. Anything else, please and thank you. For the collective in terms of love, please and thank you. Anything else? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, that's way too many. That's not, I'll take those though. Okay, those seem right. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay, so the first one that came out is the Eight of Cups. So this is about leaving something behind in the past that no longer emotionally fulfills you, moving towards stuff that does fulfill you. Yeah. Also, a bunch of other cards came out. So let's see. Four of Cups, which is all about either boundary setting or realizing that something is not what you want it to be. Yeah. Usually it's like this offer and then like the person refusing that offer, and so it's like, yeah, maybe you have like multiple options at this point, but maybe none of them have piqued your interest yet. And then we got the Nine of Wands. And I've said before that this is sort of a card about, sorry, I got distracted by a house sparrow that was outside my window. Anyways, the Nine of Wands is all about like that past hurt, building up a wall. So that may also kind of play a part in all of this. If you've been hurt in the past, maybe you have your defenses up. The Magician came out again, so that's interesting. Double confirmation for the Magician. Manifestation, power, the power to manifest, which honestly I feel like this is not only just that person that wants to manifest a connection with you, but it's also like you are this powerful manifester in your own life. And so it's like, yeah, you're mighty, you're powerful, and you're able. Yeah, I'm almost getting the message like you can give yourself whatever you want. So it's almost like somebody that wants to come in towards you, they have to provide something for you to want in exchange, because like if you're able to provide everything that you want for yourself, then somebody else who's not able to do that doesn't stand a chance. You know what I mean? So it's almost like it may be intimidating. It may be a little bit intimidating because you are this powerful person. Mother of Cups, otherwise known as the Queen of Cups. Yeah. Honestly, I'm feeling like that could be your energy very much. Where it's like just loving, caring, kind, compassionate. It's almost as if I'm almost seeing like a, you know, on the surface, maybe you come across as more of like a Queen of Swords sort of energy, where you're kind of like a little bit more straight to the point. Maybe you're good at boundary setting. Maybe you're good at, you know, not accepting any nonsense. But on the inside, you have like this warm, mushy, soft spot. You know, like you are incredibly loving, incredibly giving. You have very deep emotions, so it's like, yeah, that's probably why you have up your boundaries, your walls and stuff, is because like that's such a sacred and special part of yourself that not everybody deserves to see that side of you. And I feel like you've learned this through your lifetime, and so it's like, yeah, you want to protect that. And I think that that is perfectly healthy and beautiful to do. Bottom of the deck is the Father of Pentacles, otherwise known as the King of Pentacles, which is funny because, as I said earlier, I thought that you were represented by this Queen of Pentacles. And so obviously the Queen of Pentacles is the perfect match to the King of Pentacles. So I see somebody here who thinks that they're your perfect match, or that you are their perfect match. Did I say that backwards? Anyways, yeah, I see that they see you as somebody that probably could get along with you very, very well. I'm kind of like seeing like this image of like maybe somebody doesn't. No, because I think they know you to some degree, because I feel like they wouldn't be putting themselves in the position of the King of Pentacles unless they knew you or knew things about you in some way. So I believe that this is somebody that knows you and feels like you guys would be a great match. And I don't feel any X energy from this King of Pentacles, but I like that. So I think that somebody really wants to impress you, show you how good of a match they can be for you. how much they can provide for you. Yeah. Somebody that really knows your worth too. And as a result of knowing your worth, they know that they have to be on that like same vibration. They have to be worthy themselves and know their own worth as well. So it's like, yeah, it's a little bit, it's a very mature energy, very, very mature, very developed. Okay, so I'm gonna start clarifying the other cards that came out, starting with the Eight of Cups. Please and thank you. Please clarify the Eight of Cups for the collective in regards to love. Okay, just one card will suffice for now. Thank you. Any other cards? Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, well. Okay, I keep getting distracted by the cards on the table. Strength card came out. This is clarifying the Eight of Cups. So walking away from something in your past required a lot of strength from you. Spiritual strength, internal strength. It probably took you some time to come to this conclusion that something was no longer emotionally, I almost said emotionally providing for you. So yeah, that's probably what it is. It's like, you know, they, don't know why I started saying they, but you have realized that something doesn't suit you, so you walked away from it and you like prioritized yourself. You may even have found that you were getting signs from the divine that this was not meant for you. So you walked away from it. And that seems super positive and super healthy. But then the Eight of Wands came out too to clarify this Eight of Cups. So it's like the Eight of Wands is all about like incoming fast communication, typically positive types of communication. But I'm almost getting like a sense of like, well, I think I might clarify that Eight of Wands just before like I get like too opinionated on it, because it almost seems like somebody's trying to get back into your good graces kind of thing. Somebody from the past that you left behind wants to come in and act right. But I don't know if that's like just on the surface, you know? Also, at the bottom of the deck, the Tower card, and then underneath it, the High Priestess wanted to poke out. And so something here is going to cause a shakeup in your life, in their life. But you have this wisdom about you. I feel like you can see this coming from a mile away. Maybe you've even received signs that this is coming. So maybe like somebody is coming from your past. Make sure my septum's straight. Anyways, somebody might be coming from your past, trying to communicate about their passion towards you, but it's like there's maybe even an explosion of sorts that takes place. But it's almost like you're prepared for that. Okay, let me clarify this Eight of Wands before I go too much further into that, I should say. Yeah, clarify the Eight of Wands, please and thank you, Spirit, for the collective. What is this communication? Please and thank you. What is this Eight of... Oh. Okay, very interesting. This is clarifying the Eight of Wands. Okay, so, and it's, okay, I just need to show you the cards. Eight of Wands came out this way. Sun card came out this way. Knight of Pentacles came out this way. So this is all things that are propelling this person towards you to communicate. Like they're the reason why they're communicating is because they have optimism. They have optimism for this connection for some reason, even though you left them in the past. I think you made this person incredibly happy. And they have memories of that happiness. And that's also propelling them towards you. But I think because of that past, they're moving slowly. They're moving slowly, but like, I'm getting the phrase slowly but surely. So it's like, they know what they want. They know what they want to communicate. But there's like a slowness to it. Maybe they're like even pacing themselves is what I'm getting. Okay. But also it's interesting that at the bottom of the deck still is the Tower card. I'm actually gonna clarify this Tower card, I think. Because this seems significant. I'm gonna actually take it out like it came out and then I'm gonna clarify it. So, Tower card. Please clarify the Tower. Thank you. That was quick. I see now. Ace of Cups. This person has a lot of love for you. And so they are willing to share this information with you. Although I think they're not expecting you to take it well. Probably because you left them behind in the past. Whew. And also I'm getting the message with the Tower card is like maybe you felt like this relationship was not built on on a stable foundation. And so it's almost like here comes this person with all this love towards you. But you're like, I don't want that. Like it was, you know, like think of this Tower as being the relationship, right? It was built on a crummy foundation. It was not stable. It fell apart at the earliest, you know, earliest possible time, you know, like it's like, it didn't work out, you know? And so it's almost like this person may be kind of delusional to an extent because I feel like you kind of have two separate perspectives on this. Yeah. Also at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. So this person probably sees you as a wish fulfillment for them. But also I'm getting the message that you're probably very happy by yourself. And I think maybe this person doesn't understand that. Maybe this person is one of those people that doesn't understand how you can be fulfilled by yourself. Because a lot of times I've noticed that people kind of just assume that if you're not with somebody, you're with somebody else, you know what I mean? So maybe this is like an ex or something and they're just assuming that you're in another relationship or something, but they still want to come forward anyways. But it's also like, I feel like you're kind of almost frustrated with that kind of mindset because it's just like, how dare you, how dare you, like, how do I even say this? How dare you make it sound like my whole reason for living is finding another relationship? You know, it's almost like it's almost like an insult to you personally. Like, yeah. So it's like, I don't think this person understands the ability to be okay in one's own presence and to be fulfilled in one's own presence. Yeah. Okay. Let's clarify this Four of Cups here, please and thank you. Thank you. Okay, Queen of Swords came out. So, yep, that goes perfectly with the Four of Cups. Boundary setting. You're firm in your boundaries. You know what you want and you know what you don't want. You know what you're willing to accept and what you won't accept. And I think, honestly, that's exactly the energy that you need to be in, especially if this person from your past comes back and is trying to woo you and you're like, I feel like you're almost confused. Like, did we have the same relationship? Because, like, your perspectives are completely different. You know what I mean? And oh, okay. I'm getting the message that you probably were the one that put in all the work, right? And so obviously they have fond memories because they never had to put in any work. But you got burnt out, right? You were putting on all this effort, not receiving anything back, trying your hardest to make things work, and they were just soaking it up, loving every second of it. And then when you're gone, you're like, oh, I don't have that person that makes everything easier, that takes care of me, that, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you're not here to be anybody's mother, you know? Especially when it comes to love, you know? So it's like, yeah. I think that's really what it is. It's like you just had completely different perspectives in this relationship. One of you was probably doing all the work and the other person probably wasn't. And then that person that wasn't doing the work thinks back on it and is like, oh, those were the good days, you know, when I didn't have to do anything and that person was taking care of everything, you know. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. And so it's like, no wonder why you have your boundary up when this person comes to you. You're like, actually, I'll stop you right there, buddy, you know? Like, that's not where this is gonna go. I hate to tell you, but no. Yeah, bottom of the deck energy, the Chariot. So you're just like, you're moving on. You're like, I got bigger fish to fry. I got people to see, things to do. You know, you're on your own journey here. And I love actually the depiction here because it's like this guy is trapped, like he's in the driver's seat and he's like alone. He doesn't have a passenger or there's nobody else with him. And I feel like that's kind of you right now, right? Is like you are going forward with your own stuff. And honestly, I feel like this feeling of like you're okay by yourself, you know? You're okay by yourself. You're okay to keep going down this journey alone and stuff. And I don't think it's very lonely for you. And like, I'm also getting like dreams, ambitions, goals, you know? And it's almost like maybe you're seeing even this person as like a blockage to your goals, your dreams, your ambitions. And so you're just like, can you move out of the way so I can keep going, you know, kind of thing? It's like, come on, get out of the way. I'm trying to stay focused here, you know? Keeping your eyes on the prize, you know? I like that energy a lot. I actually really love that the Four of Cups was clarified by the Queen of Swords because that's just perfect. I love that. That's like the perfect clarification there. Okay. Nine of Wands, please. Clarification for the Nine of Wands in relation to the... Thank you. Okay. Hanged Man, clarifying the Nine of Wands. So you have learned your lesson. You have gone through so much stuff and you have finally... And I don't even want to say finally because you probably have noticed this pattern happening for a while. But you're enlightened now. You see things from a different perspective. You're not the same person that this person once dated. And I think that's another part of it too. Is like this person is hung up on a past image of you. And like that's another thing too, is like people, our memories are not as reliable as we think that they are. And so this person's probably like painting you as this perfect past partner who never did anything wrong, who never had any needs, who never complained. And you're like, and now you're kind of like in your boss mode. And I feel like you're kind of just like, that person is dead. So like, who do you want to get back with? Like, that person no longer works here. I'm sorry, you know, kind of energy. And you're like, you have this divine wisdom. You have reflected on this past of yours. All of this pain from the past that has built up over time, you've reflected on that. You've gotten divine communication as well. You've realized, you know, why that wasn't working, why that was not fulfilling for you, why you probably even figured out like why you were doing that kind of stuff in the first place, like retracing it back to your childhood even. Like, how did my childhood affect me to the extent that I feel that I'm worthy of people taking advantage of me, kind of thing. And now you're in the moment where you're just like, I'm over that. I see things completely differently now. And so it's like, yeah, it's like, I'm almost getting like this mind-boggling kind of feeling, you know? It's like, why are you trying to get back with me when, you know, all that stuff happened in the past? You know nothing about me now. I feel like there's probably been some time that has passed between the two of you, because it's like, you're just like, new phone, who dis? You know what I mean? Like, you know? Yeah, because it's like you have like this whole new life and stuff, and you've been working on yourself, and you've been like just going through life in a completely different way than you did back then. And so it's like it's like I am almost getting that you're confused to an extent where you're just like, are we in the same reality right now? Because like I don't like I don't relate, you know? Yeah, and you're just like ready to go on with your life. And oh my gosh, it's so funny because I was gonna clarify the magician next, but you know, as I said before, master manifester. So you're probably manifesting a whole new life without this person from your past. And like, that's for the better, you know? You've learned so much. Like you have mastered all four elements, right? And you've gained this power and this divine ability to manifest here. And so it's like, yeah, it's almost like, why would I want to put somebody in my life who would just serve as a blockage to me, keeping me from my manifestations, keeping me from my goals, dreams, aspirations, etc. You're just like, we are not the same. Like, and I'm not even saying like you and that past version of yourself aren't the same, but you and this person from your past, you're just not on the same wavelength, you know? You're just like it's like the difference between mud and marble, you know? You're just like, yeah, you're just like, do you not realize who I am? Like, it's like perplexing even. Bottom of the deck is the moon card. There's a lot of moon imagery I've been seeing so far on the Four of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and now the moon card. So big intuition. Something is very important in regards to your intuition during this time. Maybe like the main thing is just to really focus on your intuition, pay attention to that more than external things, could be. But also I'm seeing this as like, you know, especially with the Magician card here, I'm almost seeing it as like you, although you're manifesting this beautiful future for yourself, you're trying to go towards your dreams and ambitions and goals in life. I feel like you may not see where life is taking you right now, but you're trusting in the process. And I think that trust in the process is bringing about great things for you. And also there's like a whole nother element about like, even if you don't know where you're going or where you're going to end up, or, you know, all that kind of stuff, it's almost like, I don't know. And it, like, even in relation to love and stuff, you know, it's like you may not, how do I say this? You're like, okay, I don't know what kind of partner I want, but I know it's not you, pretty much, you know? And so it's just like, yeah, it's like, you know, like I may not have all the answers figured out. I may not know exactly what my future is going to look like right now, but I'm going to try my hardest to make the future worth having for myself. And maybe that's also like a new kind of mindset for you. Maybe you haven't always thought that way. Okay. Please clarify the Magician, please, and thank you. Although I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, but like, let's just see. Anything else for the Magician card, please, and thank you. Anything else? That Magician card, thank you. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, I love Spirit so much. Anyways, clarifying the Magician, 10 of Wands. So yeah, you've had heavy burdens on you for quite some time. And okay, let me just read the other cards because I'm like getting ahead of myself. Death card also came out. As well as the 7 of Wands and the Page of Cups. Okay, and so that 10 of Wands with a Death card is just straight up like, you've had these heavy burdens on you for quite some time, probably within this past relationship, especially because I was already getting that download that you were the one that put in all the effort. Yeah, you were the one putting in all the effort in regards to this relationship. And maybe like just feeling the need to put on everything onto your shoulders in general, I'm also getting. And you've transformed. You've transformed that. You're like, you know what? That era of my life is over. I'm starting anew. I'm starting a new era in which I am thriving, successful, overcoming obstacles, not letting things weigh me down anymore. Fighting back against, I'm almost even getting this as like even potentially like in terms of like mindsets even, where it's like you're holding on to all these mindsets like, you know, you have to give your all in a relationship and expect nothing in return. That could be one of these staffs here, right? And then it's like another one could be, you know, it's better to be with somebody than with nobody, you know? And like all of that kind of stuff that's built up over time, and you felt like the burden of like carrying those mindsets, those things that you've been carrying for some time that have led you to be the person that always takes on everything in a relationship, right? And so it's like you're fighting back against those mindsets. Like you're like, actually, why do I think that I need to give everything in a relationship and not expect anything back from my partner? It's like you're really questioning. You're just like, actually, hold up 1 second. Like, let me actually consider this fully. Because I think you're realizing you're much more powerful than you've given yourself credit for in the past. And you're just like, you're destined for success. You can overcome anything. And like, that could even be part of what's unlocking this manifestation in your life, is like you realize who the hell you are, you know? The Page of Cups too. Okay, I'm actually getting a kind of a cute message with this one. I think you might be interested in somebody right now, a little bit romantically, but I don't see you as being like the pursuer in the dynamic. It's almost like you're kind of curious about somebody in terms of like emotions and stuff. Maybe you could see a potential with them, but I feel like you're finally in this mode where you're no longer relying on people's I lost the word, I'm sorry. No longer relying solely on just a person's like possibilities, I guess. Potential, that's what it is. Okay. Yes, so it's like you're no longer relying on somebody's potential and like using that as like motivation for the relationship, you know what I mean? It's like you're not going to see how this person can become the person of your dreams. You know what I mean? You're going to take people at their face value. What do they show up with? What kind of actions do they do? Are they who they say they are? Do they back up what they say that they're going to do? You know what I mean? And so it's like, I feel like you're kind of curious about somebody right now, but it's like you're kind of taking a back seat. I feel like you're kind of waiting to see how it plays out. I don't think you're really pursuing this person. I think you're kind of just like curious. It's like, okay, you know, we might be able to do something, but until he shows, or they show, or, you know, whoever shows that they mean business, that they are who they say they are, that they are able to back up what they promise, and, you know, whatever. I feel like, you know, you're like, it's like this feeling of like you're good with or without this kind of person, you know? And I think this is related to a different person. I don't think this is a crush that you have on anybody from your past. I think it might be a newer person in your life. But yeah. And you're just like, you're taking this. I should have fixed my eye makeup before doing this, but whatever. Anyways. Yeah, so like you're I feel like you're kind of embodying the divine feminine. You're allowing things and love specifically to come to you. I feel like that's probably very different for you. I feel like you've probably been the pursuer, the person that chases, the person that, you know, it's like you were the one that always put in the effort, that always like tried and went for these people. And maybe these people like tried to convince you that they were like as into you as you were into them, but I feel like it was very imbalanced in the past, and you realize that imbalance, and so you're like, you know what, I'm gonna do the complete opposite of what I always have done, because what I always have done has led me to these unfulfilling relationships. And so it's like you're switching it up to an extent where you're just like, I'm no longer gonna be doing that because it was not fulfilling. It never led to good results. So I'm switching it up. And I say go for it. I think that's wonderful. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. So that can be like somebody from your past that you think of fondly. But also something about this card that I remembered more recently while I was doing my own reading for myself is that this can also be a card of protection, believe it or not. And the reason I say that is because, of course, we see these two kids like exchanging flowers or whatever in the forefront here. But in the background, I don't know if you can see because it's quite small, but if you look very closely, there's like a little guard, like a person guarding these children in the background. So it's almost to say, when you're interacting with people from your past, from your present, in love in general, you are safe, you're protected. And so I feel like the divine is protecting you during this time. So you don't need to be worried about, I'm getting specifically, you don't have to be worried about the past reoccurring, you know? Like, you're past that phase of your life and you're so divinely protected. And I feel like your intuition will tell you everything that you need to know. Your guides are protecting you, and they will tell you if you're not picking up on something. They will tell you through your intuition, like, you know, this person doesn't seem like who they say that they are, or, you know, this person is not showing me the actions of somebody who I want to be with, you know, and stuff like that. So it's like, if you are at all concerned from your past experiences, and that may be preventing you from opening up romantically towards people, I think that this is a message to say that you're safe. It's okay to open up to people, as long as your intuition tells you that that person is who they say they are and whatnot. Okay. Please clarify that Queen of Cups energy, please and thank you for the collective. Thank you. Anything else? Queen of Cups, please and thank you. Queen of Cups, please and thank you. Anything else for the Queen of Cups? All right, thank you. Oh, we got some bad boys in this one, huh? I don't know why I said bad boys specifically, but anyways. So we got the Knight of Wands, clarifying the Queen of Cups. We got the Star card. We got the Knight of Cups. Like, girl. And apply that to any gender. You've got options. Okay. Okay, everybody wants to be with you. Like, let me just say that. Like, you've got so many people that want to be with you. It's insane. I can't even keep track of all the people that are on here right now. You have so many different options. There's the Devil card, which is, I think, just somebody that's very, very into you, wanting to come forward, build something with you, have a happily ever after. Then there's the King of Swords energy, who wants to come forward, communicate. And then there's this person from your past. And then there's this person you have a crush on. And then there's the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups. Like, just everybody wants to be with you. Like, you, I think because you're in this star energy, you have a radiance about you during this time that is very attractive. And it pulls people in. You know, some of these offers are going to be from people that are maybe just there to flirt, maybe just there to see if they even have a chance. Not all of these options are going to be people that actually are willing to stick around, you know? And so it's like, it's going to be up to you to determine who's who in all of this, you know, who is actually there for you, who's there for the wrong reasons, etc. But I think that you're in that energy to be able to make those decisions, to be able to determine who is actually, you know, truthful, honest, genuine. Also at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. So I think, like, I'm actually getting a really cute message from this. It's like, regardless of who you choose in all of this this crazy story with all these people, you're destined to find your soulmate. You're destined to be together. You're destined to have everything you want. So it's like, yeah, you really don't need to worry. If you're at all worried about these options, I really feel like that spirit is really telling you right now that you don't need to worry, you know? Because like you know, like the things that are meant for you will never pass you by. And I really like that saying a lot because it's so true. It's like, if, you know, you are digging somebody, you guys are talking every day and all that stuff, and then you realize, you know, that there's a few red flags and stuff, don't be afraid to cut that person off if you realize that they are not the right person for you, or if you find those red flags are not workable, you know? If you can't work around those red flags, don't ignore them, you know? Because you literally have so many options that if one option doesn't work out, you have like a whole list of people that are waiting for an opportunity, you know what I mean? Like, you're just meant for greatness in all aspects of your life, even romance, which I feel like I have to specify because I feel like your past of romance has been shaky, you know? It probably hasn't been the greatest. It probably hasn't been super positive, but like, you have learned, you have grown, you have changed, evolved. You don't have to worry about those past experiences following you into the next phase of your life, you know? Because you're a new, different person, you know? And also, because like I am getting this message here, because like the Star card and then the Four of Wands, which can also, to me personally, kind of speak to like, you know, personal celebrations and stuff. So it's like, you're going to be appreciated, you're going to be celebrated, you know, regardless of what you choose, Regardless of what path you go down, things are going to be okay. As long as you do what's right for you, right? That's the main component of this. Like, yeah, like it's going to come out very well for you. Like, you will get your happily ever after. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. You're just, okay, you're kind of like a lantern in the night, and just picture your, well, I hate to say this, but like, you know, you're the people that want to court you. They're all attracted to you like a bunch of moths to the flame, right? And not to say that these are bad options at all or whatever. I'm not trying to compare them to being a pest or whatever, but that's kind of just the image that I'm getting in my mind right now. It's like you're just so bright, so ethereal, so heavenly and glowing that, you know, you can't help but just attract everybody. But you're, you know, you need to also trust yourself, right? You need to trust yourself that you know what's best for you. You know what to look out for and what to accept, what not to accept. So trust that. Trust that you know that knowledge within you, you know, and that you won't be fooled. You won't be fooled by people trying to put on a mask, trying to impress you, and not following through with things. Also, I'm just realizing, I can't believe it took me this long, but the King and Queen of Swords are also out here. So I think somebody sees you as an ideal match as well in terms of like your intellectual sort of components, you know, conversation, you know, ideas, and probably communication in general. They probably feel like you guys have chemistry there. So yeah, you have plenty of options here. Plenty of people to choose from. Plenty of people who think they're going to be a right fit for you, but it's up to you to determine if they are the right fit, right? Because, yeah, you know, everybody's perspective is different, you know? Only you know what's best for you. Only you know the type of person that will best suit you and your life. And your future as well, because you're building a future here. And I think that you're not willing to accept anything that will not fit into those goals, ambitions, and things that you're going towards in life. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much the reading. So thank you so much for watching this. And if it resonated at all, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you subscribe, you can become a part of the Hive Collective, because my name is Bee, Bees Live in Hives. And if you subscribe, you can become a honorary bee like me. And yeah, we can be little bees in our little hive, be friends. Anyways, and where else was I? What do I usually say at the end of these? My mind's just going completely blank right now, but okay, yeah. Thank you so much for watching this. I truly appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next one. So I'll see you then. Thank you so much. Bye.